Okay, so what I'm going to be trying to do is, okay, I want this to be a private game. I don't want people joining because I'm just going to be playing on my own. I am kind of looking at the time. If it comes to 23:30, then I'm going to scramble. But we're going to be playing with, let's see, Cities and Knights. Okay, let's go. Oh, wait, real quick, let me leave game. I forgot to change the discard limit. That's probably the most important parameter change is new Cities and Knights. I'm going to set the discard limit pretty high. I actually might need to set this higher. Something like 20 or whatever. I just don't want to. And then I don't want to be high paying cards. Okay, let's play now. Okay, so I'm going to be trying to get stuff as quickly as possible. So maybe here. Well, go here. And then maybe there, and then I'm gonna go here. Okay. Now, for the moment, I'll try to keep my city, but eventually I'm going to try to lose my city. I'm not going to try to keep the city. Not trying to be in a bad spot. I just want to see what happens. Okay. Yeah, I guess I might have to since I don't produce any lumber, I think I'll. So I'll do. Going for that port. Finally, I got the trade one. Got spy and I think bishop, but that's not gonna do any good. What is this? Darn it, I didn't get merchant fleet or the merchant. Hopefully I'll get a progress card that will give me a better trade rate, because yes, I got the merchant. I want to put the merchant on a 4. See, I waited and it paid off. Now I'm starting to be. Fine, merchant fleet. Okay. Um, yeah, let me use merchant fleet with grain. And level 5 metropolis. Nice. No, since I got metropolis, that can never be hit. So I'm gonna have to. How are we gonna do this? So can't be taken. So this one won't. This one will stay a city. But the idea is to plunder this city. Where's the wool port? Right there. Okay. Okay. Let me upgrade that one back up to a city. Just because. Okay, so let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Need to build one more. What's that doing there? Okay. Yeah, so it's like right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, I'm gonna try to lose this city. Dang, bro. Looks like that. Doesn't it seem kind of broken? I think I found a bug. Watch this. And I have 38 cards. That doesn't look right. It's like, what? What if you played to say, hey, can I get, how many cards can you get max? It's an individual challenge. But I guess, just end that game. My resource stats, 220 cards. So say and you it could lead to a huge paradigm change where even if I have three. Now, if I downgraded it, Like, I think it should go like that. And in that case, it would be a much safer bet. Like, really, longest road isn't designed for big swings. Like that's not the point of it. Quick, I need to scramble. God. I really don't want to lose my streak here. There's no streak freeze with Zero to Mastery. There might be a track. Zero to Mastery is the first priority. And it can just be a short video here. I just go into Bytes and watch something. Scramble here. Here, NFTs, Mobini. ERC. Okay, here's a 3-minute video. Good.
The next standard you need to know about, and maybe the final standard, is ERC 1155. It was coined the final standard for NFTs on Ethereum. Now, it's a bold statement, but basically there was this team, the Engine team, and they built this new smart contract standard for NFTs on Ethereum. And basically, you can think of it as an enhancement of ERC 721 or a superset of the template that was ERC 721. Now, why is it a superset of ERC 721? Well, first of all, it's cheaper because you can hold asset classes. It no longer tracks singular ownership. On ERC 721, you interact with the contract and it tracks singular ownership. On ERC 721, you interact with the contract and it tracked ownership of each individual piece. What this meant was that if you had NFTs on an ERC 721 contract, let's say you owned 5 assets. If you wanted to transfer those assets, you would have to transfer those assets one by one, right? And so doing that one by one, you're paying fees on each individual transaction. In ERC 1155, you can hold asset classes. So if you buy 10 NFTs of, let's say you buy 10 digital art pieces from the same project. Now in ERC 1155, you can hold all of those 10 together and you can sell them together. You can transfer them together. So it's cheaper. You don't have to pay as many gas fees going back and forth because you can sell them in bulk. There's a lot of enhancements, but it's a superset because you can also create an ERC 721 asset inside of a smart contract that is ERC 1155. Now, this is a complicated mechanism for saying that they're complementary. Basically, they're complementary. They're not competition. ERC 721 can't support ERC 1155, but ERC 1155, the smart contract type, can support assets of this type. And so with that, what you need to know here is that this is the current standard. This is where it started. This is where it's going. And by knowing that, you can deep dive a bit deeper into all of the aspects that go into it. Now, we'll be linking the docs to the standard ERC 1155 so you can read a bit deeper about it. But at the end of the day, this is what most marketplaces are running on right now and how asset classes are kind of divvied up, right? We want things to be cheaper, faster, smarter, because Ethereum can cost a lot of money when you're paying these gas fees to transfer things. And ERC 721 did a lot of good things, but the enhancements that come from 1155 far outweigh the benefits of 721. And that's where the trickiness lies. But basically, this is the smart contract type that is now powering the majority of transactions around NFTs on Ethereum. And that's what we need to know here. That is the crux of it all.
Like, I have so many reasons for why I want to digitize Catan. Like, it's not, it is to make it more convenient, but like, there would be actual rule changes. Giant table of I have a streak freeze here. Um, what is the name of artist one? Boy. Just, I don't know, let me just find some random thing. Wait, hold on. Just jump to here. Okay, save that streak. So I don't want that streak getting messed up. I do need some encouragement because sometimes I'll just keep writing the same thing, but okay. Like, geez, if you want to understand my soul, I've written a lot about what I personally believe here. So, if you're like, hey, what do you think about Catan? A lot of information here if you want to read it. Okay, what about the Bible? Do we have it open over here? Yes, good. Okay, so today we are reading Exodus 22. Exodus 22. No, wait, hold on. If a man steals an ox or a sheep and kills it or sells it, he shall pay 5 oxen for an ox and 4 sheep for a sheep. If the thief is found breaking in and instructs that he dies, there shall be no guilt of bloodshed for him. If the sun has risen on him, there shall be guilt of bloodshed for him. He shall make restitution. If he has nothing, then he shall be sold for his theft. What? I don't get that. If the stolen property is found in his hand alive, whether it is ox, donkey, or sheep, he shall pay double. If a man causes a field or vineyard to be eaten and lets his animal loose, and it grazes in another man's field, he shall make restitution from the best of his own field and from the best of his own vineyard. If fire breaks out and catches some thorns so that the shocks of grain or the standing grain or the field are consumed, he who kindled the fire shall surely make restitution. If a man delivers to his neighbor money or stuff to keep, and it is stolen out of the man's house, if the thief is found, he shall pay double. If the thief isn't found, then the master of the house shall come near to God to find out if he hasn't put his hand to his neighbor's goods. For every manner of trespass, whether it be for ox, for donkey, for sheep, for clothing, for any manner of loss, or for any kind of lost thing about which one says, "This is mine," the cause of both parties shall come before God. He whom God condemns shall pay double to his neighbor. If a man delivers to his neighbor a donkey, an ox, a sheep, or any animal to keep, and it dies or is injured or driven away, no man seeing it, the oath of Yahweh shall be between them both, whether he hasn't put his hand to his neighbor's goods, and the owner of it shall accept it, and he shall not make restitution. But if it is stolen from him, he shall make restitution to the owner of it. If it is torn in pieces, let him bring it for evidence. Shall not make good that which was torn. If a man borrows anything of his neighbor's, and it is injured or dies, the owner of it not being with it, he shall surely make restitution. If the owner of it is with it, he shall not make it good. If it is a leased thing, it came for its lease. If a man entices a virgin who isn't pledged to be married and lies with her, he shall surely pay a dowry for her to be his wife. If her father utterly refuses to give her to him, he shall pay money according to the dowry of virgins. You shall not allow sorcerers to live. Whoever has sex with an animal shall surely be put to death. So that happened. He who sacrifices to any god, except to Yahweh only, shall be utterly destroyed. You shall not wrong an alien, neither shall you oppress him, for you are aliens in the land of Egypt. You shall not take advantage of any widow or fatherless child. If you take advantage of them at all, and they cry at all to me, I will surely hear their cry, and my wrath will grow hot, and I will kill you with the sword, and your wives shall be widows, and your children fatherless. If you lend money to any of my people with you who is poor, you shall not be to him as a creditor, neither shall you charge him interest. If you take your neighbor's garment as collateral, you shall restore it to him before the sun goes down, for that is his only covering, it is his garment for his skin. What would he sleep in? It will happen when he cries to me that I will hear, for I am gracious. You shall not blaspheme God, nor curse the ruler of your people. You shall not delay to offer from your harvest and from the outflow of your presses. You shall give the firstborn of your sons to me. You shall do likewise with your oxen and with your sheep. 7 days it shall be with its mother, then on the 8th day you shall give it to me. You shall be holy men to me, therefore you shall not eat any flesh that is torn by animals in the field. You shall cast it to the dogs. Right. You shall cast it to the dogs. What? Okay, laws on stealing and making restitution. Lots of laws. Interesting stuff. Some of it doesn't make sense. It's about justice and making things right. It's about justice and fair living and making things right. Save. Okay. So we've read Exodus 22. We got Zero to Mastery done. We got Try Hack Me done. We'll be preparing for Advent of Code soon. Oh, yeah, I mean, I kind of feel kind of depressed because, like, I'll write something about Catan, like, hey, man, that'd be really cool if we could digitize it and you could have an infinite number of cards. But then it's like, that's never gonna happen. I mean, I've tried to make my online Catan game, but, I mean, it's like saying, man, it'd be great if we could travel back in time, or we could, like, genetically engineer humans, or if we could make black hole weapons or something like that. And it's like, well, yeah, it'd be so great if we could, but we can't. Like, you're gonna have to have some boatload amount of faith and just give up and die. I mean, in the end, when God's looking through the soul and like see the death of the universe, is when you look at this and like, oh, okay, if you think this is worth investing in, tell me. Now here's so say. So turn 1, Peter has 67. some points.